Hello, hello, y'all. We have a very special episode today. Very, very special. We have Carlos King with us here today. The king of reality television. He's responsible for literally bringing us most of our favorite reality shows. He's the man with the plan, and we're so excited to have him today. How are you today, Carlos?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Congratulations, you two, on celebrating 5 years of Bravo. We're Black. Yes.
Thank
We
you
really
so
appreciate it.
much. And I mean, it's just such a great time to have you here doing Black History Month. Um, we always try to make Black History Month extra Black by either getting a special guest or special episodes, looking up with our other Black podcasting friends. I mean, but to have you on, it feels like a dream actualized. And we are so excited. And we know that our listeners are going to be excited, especially the ones, the Patreoners are the ones who really, they don't care what you put out. They're just down for the ride. So they're going to get this episode first. And oh my God, I mean, how do we even introduce you to someone who doesn't know you? Because I mean, we talk about pop culture. So there are some people who don't watch Housewives or, Love and Hip Hop or Love and Marriage. I mean, you are literally number one podcast, period, on Apple Podcasts. Emmy nominated, by the way, for The Stroll. If you guys haven't watched that, it should be on HBO. Producer of multiple Love and Marriages, Bell Collective, and Bell Collective is getting a spinoff with Miss Stormy Steele of Canvas Beauty called Bell Collective Birmingham. And of course, the reason that we have a podcast in general is because of your work on Love and Hip Hop, but mainly the Real Housewives. Obviously, you did Jersey, but ours is our Atlanta girls.
Atlanta. Atlanta.
Atlanta,
The
period.
best
Like,
one. Yeah.
oh, your resume is like a CVS receipt. I mean, like you are you are a legend for us. Like this is literally, I guess, the equivalent of a Bravo fan talking to Andy Cohen. Like you are our Andy Cohen. Uh, Even more than that, because you have been on VH1. I mean, Netflix. You worked with so many different companies, and you built things and been a part of things that people don't even know that you've had your hand in. And it's just thank you for being you, and thank you for allowing us to even have these things on our TV and also just have the seat at the table, ourselves. It's just amazing.
Oh, thank you, God. That's a great introduction. I appreciate that. Thank you.
So we got a couple of things we're going to get into
A
today.
few
A
things.
few
Okay.
things. We'd
What y'all
like
got, honey?
Okay, well, first of all, we got a couple of games that we wanted to try.
Okay, let's go.
Just a like an opinion. I'm gonna name something. It's gonna be called white people's business. I just want to know really quickly in a blurb. What do you think about this white people's business?
Okay.
Victoria Beckham and her beef with her son Brooklyn Beckham. Do you know what's going on there?
Of course I do. Yeah.
And what is your opinion on that? Are you on Posh Spice's side or are you on Brooklyn's side?
Posh. So the thing is, as a journalist, hey, Portia, I did my due diligence and I watched an interview with a wedding guest who was at the wedding.
Oh,
See, do your homework, boys and girls and bays. I'm telling you. So I was watching an interview that he did on a station. I want to say, if not Australia, some other continent, child. But anyways,
yeah.
he was there and he said that people have it all wrong. He said, "I'm a family friend." He said, "I've been around the Beckhams since the boys were like kids." And he said, "Posh Spice did not out of nowhere just incorporate herself in the dance with the first dance with her son. It was the DJ who made a joke
Mm,
about and telling Posh, "Come to the dance floor." And she jokingly went to the dance floor and grabbed her son and was dancing with him, but that his wife, the bride, was pissed off and that she left. She left
wow.
like the room. And he said it was very awkward. They all were like, wait, is this serious?
Secret.
And they said, her son followed after his bride, obviously. Yeah, so listen, I say all that to say, clearly, you should never just believe one side of the story. You should always hear multiple sides so you can come up with your own opinion. So listen, as of now, I'm on Pod's side because I think she was having fun at her son's wedding.
I also am on Pasha's side, not just because, I mean, the Spice Girls raised me, but also because Miss, Nicola got a little too much dip on her chip. Like, she was doing, like, magazine spreads that said, "The
Yeah.
new Mrs. Beckham." I mean, what do you mean, "The new Mrs. Beckham"? We just met you and your billionaire family, so
Yeah, and without knowing the wife, I will end by saying this.
mhm,
If you have a partner who encourages you
mhm.
to not have a relationship with your parents, they're not the person for you.
Yeah, and he's infamously known for having, like, the mom tattoo, so he was very much, like, into his family, just like, Romeo was. Okay,
Yeah.
white people's business. Justin Baldoni and Blake Lively are now in court, child. It just feels
Mm,
like this story. I know it's called It Ends With Us, but I've been calling it It Never Ends. What do you think
mhm.
now that so much has come out, whether it's the Taylor Swift of it all, whether it's, his kind of cult, which has nothing to do with the situation. Whose side are you on now that more information and more things have come out?
You know what? This one is so tricky because I feel like I don't I haven't chosen a side, just to be honest with you, because I feel like based on my knowledge of what's been going on, I feel like everybody had a role in this. Does that make sense? I feel like she isn't 100% innocent. I don't think he's 100% innocent. And when I say that, um, I'm not saying about the allegations of sexual harassment because that's something that, unless you were there, I literally don't have anything to say about that. Her
Mhm.
experience is her experience, and his experience is his. I don't know about that. What I do know is when I say both people are in the situation where you look at them both like, is you see the text messages between her and Taylor Swift, her and her husband with Matt Damon and his wife, and you're sort of
Mm,
like, okay, this giving kind of like, let me get my army together. And then, you look at um what was released from his point of view in terms of his PR team, saying like, we're gonna do this and do that, and we got her. So it's sort of like, again, I don't know what is the truth, but the stuff I've been privy to so far, I think they both should have said, look, we both did some things that may not have been right. And again, I'm excluding the sexual harassment because I think in those cases, you have to be there to have a say in that, and that's why I'm never going to touch that particular point. Everything outside of that, I feel like they both had a hand in doing something that could have been better handled.
mhm.
And I do want this to be over. I'm exhausted. In the
Please.
words
Mhm.
of Leanne Lockett, my penny line is exhausted.
My
Hey.
wig is exhausted. Oh, Lord.
I'm over it, honey.
Okay, and this is really fresh on the brain, still going on. Just your opinion on MAGA wives, coming to E very soon.
Uh,
Miss Zarin,
mhm.
she done got fired on her day off, like she was on Friday.
Uh-huh.
It's been announced that there's a misconception that Dorinda is coming back in place of Zarin, but no. I think that they said that she would just be making an appearance as well
Yeah.
as other Roni housewives. What do you think about? And obviously, you touch on a lot of Bravo things on Reality with the King, which you should already have downloaded. But what do you think about this situation with Jill and what happened and who should be on this show, or should this show be happening?
Well, I spoke about it on my podcast too,
Mhm.
what Jill Zarin did Sunday night after watching Bad Bunny's performance. And I'll say this again, I thought it was disgusting. It was out of line, it was abhorrent. It really showed her true colors, um, pun intended. And for me, it was disgusting. It's just it's there's no rhyme or reason for it. There's nothing you could look at that and say, "Well, maybe she meant." No, she doubled down on it. The fact that you feel so comfortable being in the privacy of your own home, and you're so brazen with your negativity and racist remarks that you pick up your phone, you recorded it, and you it's one thing to say it, right? Okay. Again, you're at home, none the wiser, right? I don't know what you do at home, child. Then you said, huh, let me record it. Then after you did that as you're recording, your daughter, you cause I watched it and she said, Allie is saying, I'm gonna get canceled for this. And I tried to cancel me before. So you're recording it because it wasn't like she didn't go live.
Right.
So again, there's steps to this.
You
You
watched it back.
you watched the halftime show. You talked about amongst the people in your home. You then recorded on your phone. You then looked at it, watched it again. You then went on Facetune and added the filter to it.
Yeah.
Then you uploaded it, left the caption, and left it up for 2 hours. And the reason why I know it was 2 hours is because I was actually enjoying the, performance, and as I was at a Super Bowl party. So I was going home, and I went home, and I looked at my Instagram like we all do, and I'm like, "What is she talking about?" Then I'm like, "When did she post this?" And I saw 2 hours ago, and I
That's
said,
a choice.
"Oh, lady, you are crazy." And then even said like, "I'm not gonna delete it." Nyeh. So listen, I'm never I don't this is me. I'm never the one to celebrate anybody getting fired because to me, um, I just don't feel the need to do that. That's not me, right? Do I think the network did the right thing? Yes, because A, you really show that you have these racist feelings, and I just don't wanna watch you on television, and I wouldn't watch the show, and I don't wanna see anybody on there who does it. Now, granted, you could say there's other people who do it but, when it comes to her in the show, they did the right thing because I promise you it would have been a tainted situation if they would have kept her on there.
Yeah, absolutely, and
Yeah.
it was just weird to me that her response to this wasn't even an apology, it was, "You didn't give me a chance." Like, what do you mean you didn't give me a chance? You went
You
through
had a
all these
chance. You
steps
uploaded it on Facetune. You
and
added the
left it on
filter.
there.
You recorded it. You uploaded it. You kept it up for 2 hours. You didn't want a chance to change, and then to sort of pitch, um, because I read her statement. Well, not even statement, child, when she spoke to, In Touch Weekly, honey, for a coin,
Yeah,
allegedly. Um,
we know In Touch, child.
child. And said, um, sources said that she pitched the idea of this being part of the first episode. But again, nobody cares to see that. Nobody wants to watch a new season where that is the first thing you guys are talking about. So listen, I unfollowed her. I don't care to see Jill Zarin on my television screen or on my timeline.
And me neither.
Agreed. Agreed. I think it's a mutual agreement.
So, Aaron,
Because
you
I'm ready. I'm like, it's Black History Month. I want
yeah.
to get into some Black people's business. Now, Carlos, I seen your interview with Toya Bush Harris, and I want to say, number one, I love when you talk to Toya. I just feel like y'all have so much chemistry. It's like it's clear that there is a genuine friendship there, so I always enjoy those interviews. But I really want to get into some Married to Medicine stuff because I know we're
The
getting
best show on
into.
Bravo. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Yes. No, agree. We agree with that. The best show on Bravo right now. I kind of feel like sometimes it's a tie between that and Housewives of Atlanta, the earlier seasons.
Well, let's be clear, darling.
Mhm. Uh-huh.
Seasons 1 through 9
Yeah.
will forever be the best
They
season
can't be touched. They
of
cannot be
Atlanta. That's
touched.
untouchable. It's the best 9 seasons consecutively of any reality show in the world.
Well, we call
Continue.
that a what? A generational run, period.
Yes, happy Black History Month.
Happy Black History Month. I really want to get into your opinion on there's so much happening, but specifically Quad and Simone. What is the disconnect? What do you think they keep going wrong?
Listen, I think when it comes to, Quad and Simone, and I'm an avid Married to Medicine watcher, I've watched every single episode. If you look at the historical nature of their friendship, um, when it came to Quad and Dr. G's relationship, there were a lot of opinions about that, right? A lot of people, let's just call it, a lot of people thought like, okay, Quad is using this man. People thought that. I'm not saying Simone thought that. I'm saying people thought that, but conversation that arose on the show, obviously Simone has strong opinions about that, and Quad has strong opinions about things with Simone. And I just think those are two women who are so strong minded. And I think there is something to the fact that Quad was the breakout star of Married to Medicine, and
Miss Quad, Miss
Mariah.
Quad.
Mariah Huck and I in our interview, together, she not dragged me, that's the wrong word to use. She clocked me on it. She said, "Oh, but Quad's a star now, right?" And I said, "I didn't say it like that now." But listen, I think there was a lot of things because the show's called Married to Medicine, and the show's about, you know, female doctors or the wives of doctors, and I think all of that just sort of came to the forefront when it came to sort of the playing field not being leveled, with Quad's presence, and Quad has a big presence. And I think a lot of people argue that Quad is definitely one of the force multipliers of the show. And I would argue to say I think Toya is one too, Heavenly, obviously, and Simone too. Listen, I think that show works well because of those 4 people. So when you have 2 strong women, is the reason why, and I love Dr. Jackie, but Dr. Jackie does a great job at removing herself from the fray. But when you think about that show, you have 4 women who are strong-minded, and that's why you always see those 4 get into it. If you really think about the psychology of it, it's always Toya versus Heavenly. And let's not forget the iconicness of Simone versus Toya, honey. Are you with your raggedy
Hey,
broke
bro.
ass? Are you being a good example to your
Mhm.
kid? So again, I love Simone, but Simone definitely one of the girls know, honey, I got a coin and I'm a doctor.
On
So
top of
let's
that,
be clear.
yeah,
Yeah. Go ahead,
yeah.
Simone. Go ahead, Simone. So I think that's what I think it's a hierarchy.
I feel like they should have gotten it together though now because I feel like Quad has honestly been so apologetic this season, and I feel like she's been supporting everybody. Even Toya said it in the interview, which I'm very happy to see that they're kind of on a good page now, where Toya didn't really say too much, like, and she wasn't messy. And I do want to ask your opinion on Dr. Jackie as well. Do you feel like she hasn't been the best friend to Dr. Simone?
I think with Dr. Jackie, I think she is trying to be a friend to the both of them. And I think it's sort of like when you are in a relationship, but at the same time, you are career driven. something has to suffer, right? Like if you're so career driven and you're married or in a relationship, your relationship takes a little bit of a backseat and vice versa. And I think with Simone and Heavenly, I think Jackie's in the middle because one person will feel like she's not having their back as much as the other person, as we saw when Simone tweeted that Jackie is still defending the devil. And you're like, oh, you still mad. Okay. And then she
Mhm.
unfollows her. It's oh, you
Yeah,
really
the
mad.
unfollowing is a
Yeah.
different
So I
level.
think yeah, I think that's Simone's way of saying that you're having Heavenly's back more than mine. And I think Jackie is at an uncomfortable position where I do believe she loves both women, but I do believe she tries her best to balance out how much backing she gives one person on the other. And I think it's a very difficult position to be in. But I think ultimately Jackie is a great friend.
Okay. I do as
You don't
well,
think so,
and
Aaron?
no, no, I do.
Okay.
Just the way he said okay, right?
Listen,
Yeah, he's a
He's like,
okay.
I
okay.
do. I think it's very difficult though because as you said earlier, I think the Dr. Simone is so strong and she has such a strong personality, and then you have Dr. Heavenly who has a really strong personality. So balancing these 2 friendships together can be difficult, I feel, especially if both parties are not on the same page, which they clearly are not. And I do want to ask before we get off of Married to Medicine, if you could bring back 2 old castmates, who would they be?
And
American
don't
Medicine?
prompt him
Yes.
to say Lisa Nicole Cloud because I know you're about to
Listen,
prompt
that's my
Oh, that's yours?
I'm not that's one of mine, yes, Lisa Nicole.
Oh,
every
I
time
love
we talk
Lisa.
about it.
Okay, you don't like Lisa?
It's not that I don't like her, it's just like what happened to those COVID tests. Like that really bothered me. And I still think about it because that was very traumatizing time. And I just feel like it was a lot going on. So until we can uncover that, I don't have room on my roster personally. But
I am gagging. I love it. Okay, if I had to choose, obviously Mariah Hulk, duh,
Mhm.
and I'm about to gag up the second one. Ooh. I really liked Audrey. No!
she can come. You know how you go to brunch and you're like, you really want your homegirl to go to brunch, so you're
Okay.
like,
Yeah.
come to brunch, like, and
I
that would be the Lisa Nicole for Aaron, right? And then she's like, "Yeah, but I'm hanging out with my homegirls, so," and I'm like, "She can come."
I liked her. I thought she was
Wait, are we talking about Audra, or
Audra. I'm sorry, Audra.
Audrey, yeah.
okay.
Yeah, I said
No,
Audra.
I
For
agree,
me.
I agree. At first, I was like, "Wait," but no, I definitely agree with you because I do like how she stepped to Toya. I do think that she had
Ooh,
the personality to be on Married to Medicine. She was really good for the show. And then I kinda wanted to see more of, Dr. Alicia as well because I feel like her journey ended too quickly, but if I had to choose one, it would be Audra.
Yeah, it's funny because I thought Dr. Alicia warmed up towards the end. And listen,
right.
in her defense, a lot of that could also be because they didn't show a lot of her
Yeah.
uh scene. So I want to give her that grace. But I liked her towards the end. And I remember when Heavenly and I were doing Messy Mondays. I said, "I like Alicia." She said, "You do, honey? She don't talk." No, I said I liked her, although she doesn't talk. And Heavenly goes, "No, she does talk. They just aren't
They
showing
didn't show
it."
it.
And I remember that live with Heavenly and, Dr. Alicia too. That was really good. I was like, "Okay." See, that's what I wanted to see more of her because I feel like being on this show, you really have to be strong. If you're not strong, you're gonna just fall behind.
Stick out,
Oh,
child.
100%.
I think they do a good job. And then I wanna ask, I know because I know we're short on time, but
No, no, keep going. What's up?
Hollywood divas,
My
are
favorite
we
show in the whole wide
Ah,
world. Go
Imma
ahead.
get to it. Imma
wait,
get to
hold on.
it.
Before you get into Hollywood Divas, we gotta ask our listener questions because you just said Messy Mondays, which is my favorite segment that you do.
Mhm.
We gotta get a little bit messy, okay? Messy Mondays, we have a world in which and it just feels great to be me and Aaron right now because we told everyone, and they've tried to call us fools, that Nene would be back eventually on Bravo, okay? Not in
Oh,
just
yeah.
NBC, but on Bravo. We were like, "Nene will be back on Bravo somehow," because she is Nene Leakes, period, point
Yes.
blank. But with that being said, comma, you are Carlos King. And I know you
Mhm.
got so many things going on. You got Love and Marriage DC, Love and Marriage Huntsville, Bell Collective. I mean, you got the Bell Collective spinoff. We got everything on such black excellence going on. Is there a world in which Carlos King, we're celebrating 20 years of Housewives. Is there a world where we can see you work on Bravo shows again?
Oh, I wasn't expecting that question. Um, Listen, I'll say this much. I definitely have moved past the days of being the physical showrunner, executive producer of the Housewives. It was an amazing time. It birthed everything you guys know about me being a great producer, and I thank Bravo and the executives who worked there at the time, Christian Barcello, Sherry Levine, who gave me my start, as well as the production company, Truly Original. It was a great time, and I look back and I'm like, what a blessed black boy that I am to have that experience. Now, with that being said, I have graduated outside of that,
Yeah.
and I don't have any desire to go back to the show in any capacity because
Oh,
Oh my god.
oh my god.
oh,
Like, it's just
please.
Y'all
At
are
least
so funny.
no,
I
because
just
we're
want you to
doing an
do.
all-star season,
Yeah.
and, like, we can't talk
That's
about
okay.
all-stars without the seasons that you've produced, with the things that you've done, like, with like, even now, you talk about Bravo, and like, my face lights up, and you give this insider information, and it's like, "Oh, everyone thought that Nene would never, ever come back, has this relationship with the network, she did this, she did that, blah, 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 and she's coming back." And even
Yeah.
earlier, you said you would love for Mariah Huck to come back, which we would also love. But it's just the way that you basically, long story short, did not bullshit us. I like to be, kiss me before you fuck me. You said no. You said no. And I'm just like, well,
Mhm.
you know,
Well, no, look, 'cause the thing, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie to you. Listen, I think well, not I think I know I have. I've said this before on my own podcast, right?
Mm.
Couple of years ago, I've been asked before, a couple of times, and I considered it, and then I came to the table and said, "Okay, this is what it'll take for me to come back in any capacity." And we just weren't able. And when I say we, I want to make it very clear because I give all the props to the network at the time who were interested. And for me, I can't go back to any situation as an employee of something where I'm now in the position to have my production company that I own be a part of stuff. So that is a deal breaker for me. And like I said at the time, I considered it. But I will say this at this point in my life right now, just being completely honest, and this is the exclusive for you guys. I look at my legacy and I'm so proud of it. I literally look back and it's funny because just this week the fans realized that was that Carlos holding Portia back when her and Kenya got into it at the reunion? Was that
We
Carlos who
Mhm.
grabbed Portia when her and Cynthia was on the boat? Was that Carlos who grabbed Erica Dixon on Love and Hip Hop? So they're all like, Carlos, that was you this whole time. So I sell that to say my legacy is something, guys, I can look back and be proud of. And I don't want to do anything where I'm going back to a situation and it's not what it was and trying to like relive the golden days of look, I think candidly those days are gone. It's never coming back. I think reality has changed to where it will never be what it was back when I was producing that show. Um, and listen, the girls don't work like they used to, baby.
Hey, you make a good
The girls
point.
don't work. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you guys. The girls don't clock in like they used to, and I don't have it in me to be brought back in a situation where I'm trying to, like, reignite the glory days, and I don't have people around me who want the same thing, so it's a no for me, dog.
And that is
Well,
understandable because you
yeah.
have once you have Kingdom Ring Entertainment and you get to say, like, whatever you say goes, and you've already been through this and you see what the reality landscape is like, whether it is network TV or it is streaming, that's understandable. And you've already made your mark and you made it so good that you are able to be where you are now. So, in no way am I trying to force you to go back. It's just I'm
Oh, I
delusional
know.
and
Yeah.
everyone would want to know, and everyone wants to know, would you ever work with Bravo again? And it's no beef between you
No.
guys. It's literally
God.
just you're in a different space, and that's what people do. They grow, and if you're not growing, then you really
So
not
we
doing
just have to do like a Bell Collective Atlanta. That's it. Like
yeah,
we don't have
yeah.
to.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the Collective Athens.
Mm,
Okay. Listen,
listen,
I
that's
would
some
like to see it.
get you grits. Okay, Aaron, go ahead, because this is
Yes, I gotta ask too. You came out with a new show with my girl, and I love me some LisaRaye. Shit talk. How did this come
Chit
about?
chat.
Oh, shit chat. Yes.
Yes.
How did it come about?
So, as you 2 know, I did an interview with Lisa Ray McCoy a little over a year ago, and it's 2 Libras having a conversation just about, like, life, her experience, marriage, relationships. She and I were both pleasantly surprised that that interview went viral. Because again, we just thought, like, we're just having a conversation. I think she's amusing. She thinks I'm funny too. But the virality of that interview, where we're standing at 1.4 million views, which is insane. She's the second most viewed video on my YouTube channel, second to Nene Leakes interview. And that says a lot, right? So people saw our chemistry, and as you guys are seeing with my YouTube channel, my podcast, I'm building my own network. In case you guys haven't been noticing, right? Like and that's why the idea of me going back to any situation, I'm like, been there, done that. I'm grateful, but I want to move forward. So I reached out to Lisa Ray and said, "Look, would you ever do like a show with you and I about love, relationships?" And long story short, she said yes. This has been a year in the making.
oh,
Yes. And the show is called Shit Chat. Instead of chit chat, it's shit chat. Cause we talking shit about love, relationships, sex, pop culture. And what you guys are going to get every Wednesday at 7 o'clock on my YouTube channel is 2 people talking about everything from our first episode, the burden of the Black woman breadwinner. As we talked about Candy and Todd, Tiana Taylor and Iman Shumpert. We're gonna talk about what these celebrities are going through, but apply it to the generic form so that everybody can relate to it. So again, instead of saying Candy and Todd, boom, 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 we're like, no, let's talk about Black women who are earning their men and what that means in their relationship. Let's have a real conversation about it, Black girls. Are y'all like picking up the check? Like, do
I said the
y'all?
duck. Not I
Let's
said
have
the duck.
what we doing, sis? So
Yeah.
imagine that sort of topic that, again, everybody, if they can't relate to it, they know somebody who's going through it. So that's what you're going to see every Wednesday. Lisa Ray, McCoy, and Carlos King. Shit Chat on my YouTube channel.
Check out Shit Chat, guy. I know I am. Like, I was so excited, and it honestly was not on my bingo card, I say that, like, I was not expecting it, and I'm like, "I will take it," because any chance that I get to see LisaRaye in some capacity, I'm going to take it, and not only that, but we have Carlos King and LisaRaye.
Thank
So,
you. Two
come on, y'all.
Libras.
Yes.
Well, Libra, are you dating anyone?
Kim wants to be a little messy.
It's just the girls here and whoever's listening.
Listen, I'm outside and
Period. That's enough.
That's
That's
enough.
enough. That's enough. Okay. Bring back one. The next 15.
Oh my God, it's gonna be so messy. But look, but ask me anyway.
It's
Don't put
done.
your trader's hat on because you also got a trader's hat
Right.
on in a bit. We're not
My
even
new name
started
is
yet.
Black Rob. Go ahead.
I know that's right. The next 15 or Hollywood divas.
Hollywood Divas, and I'm gonna tell you why. Um, it's the first show my production company produced. Shout out to TV1 for giving me the opportunity, specifically D'Angela Proctor and Robert Green Arrington. And you could not have told me that we were on the verge of something so iconic doing that show. And I loved every single bit of it. So Hollywood Divas will always, 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 always be my favorite child.
Ooh, I love
I
that
could I
answer.
could agree with that.
It's also one of Aaron's favorite child.
Oh, yes, no, Golden Brothers, Lisa Wu, Paula.
Yeah, that was an
Golden
all-star
Paula,
cast.
the Nene and Sheree of Hollywood Divas was everything. Countess
Like
Mhm.
all
Vaughn,
tuned in, mind you.
you
Okay,
know?
we're going to the turret now because you tried to hide before. Have you ever considered being in front of the camera? Because I feel like you talk about the traders, you cover the traders.
Yeah.
And the clips that you put just on Instagram, guys, if you don't listen to the whole show, I can guarantee you, if you just look at the clips with Carlos and Dustin, it will make you want to listen to the whole episode. But obviously, if you haven't, let's talk about it here. Would you do the traders? And like, well, just answer that one first. Would you do the traders?
Yes.
So you would be in front of the camera. And would you want to be a traitor or a faithful?
A traitor, it's more fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would love to be a traitor, and then the reason why is because I would so, okay, so 2 things. Number 1, this is my first season watching it, so thank you, Candace Diller Bassett,
Yes.
and Portia. I'm watching it for my girls, and, I'm into it, and the moment that, Alan, the host, touched Candace, shoulder to say she was a traitor, she had this smile like because she knew like, "Oh, bitch, this is about to be messy, and I'm here for
Yeah.
it." You can't have Carlos King on traitors and not want the mess.
Listen, because I feel like even if you were a faithful, I would not believe it. No tea, no shade. I'd be like, Carlos
You
King.
don't cut me out the first night.
No, because what they need to do, I would just literally be like, hey, all the black people, we need to get together because they're trying to get us out immediately.
I
But
would probably whisper it. I would be like, "I know."
I'd be like, but when we
Yeah.
start eliminating black people, Carlos King has to go first. Because I know he's a traitor. Mind you, you're like, I'm not a traitor.
I'll be like, and it's funny because if I'm on the show and they don't do that, I'll be like, why this opportunity? I'm not a traitor. I'm a
And then
fucking
all season, you're gonna have people on your ass, and like I feel like that's what makes it even more frustrating when you're not a traitor. Everyone is looking at like what you're saying and what
Yeah.
you're doing and how you're acting. And me personally, I'll get pissed off. Like I'm not no damn traitor, and that's what literally would make people think that you're a traitor.
yes,
So
yes. But
I would love
I
to
would do
see
that show in
you.
a heartbeat.
Okay,
100.
would you do? What would you do? House of Villains?
No. So when you ask the question about being in front of the camera, I
Hmm.
have no desire to be a reality star, like a docuseries where you follow my
Yeah,
life. Absolutely
that's
not.
what I'm asking about competition
Too
shows.
much of your
No,
business.
Yeah, exactly.
y'all about to know nothing. But I would okay, the shows I would do, Traitors
Mhm.
and Dancing with the Stars.
Ooh.
I love that. Let's put that out there though. Like,
Carlos, you
I
be dancing.
do you?
I wanna know.
I would have won to.
Well, no, the thing but see, the thing about that y'all know about me, I don't take myself seriously too much. You know, like, the serious stuff that I have to go through is definitely serious, and there's, of course, room for that. But I like to have fun, and I think it's so fun just to see, like, Carlos King on Dance with the Stars is hap I like to put smile on people's faces, and I think the reason why people enjoy watching my podcast or listening to it is because you can either see or hear the joy and when I speak about reality television. So the idea of, like, me being this serious dancer, like, who gives a fuck? Like, I wanna be entertained by Carlos. Give me
Right.
something, girl. Do something.
Oh my goodness. I would love to see you on Traders, honestly. Like, and the way that you
Would you want me to be a traitor or faithful?
I want you to be a faithful because I know that everyone's gonna think that you're a traitor, and
Yeah.
that's what drives
Because
you
I want you on
crazy.
the show, like, maybe if you were, like if you started off as a faithful
Right,
and
and
then
maybe get
later
recruited.
yeah, you were recruited. I
Okay, so
think that
let's
would be
okay.
good.
Do you think okay, when okay, because they don't announce the cast until the cast don't see each other, the cast don't know who's on the show until they enter
Get
the
there.
house, right?
Mhm.
So with that being said though, right? I think that's the case. They don't
That's what they say, like, they keep it under wraps because this show is, like, so,
yeah, so
like, viral, like, secretive.
they announced it after the cast are already in the house, okay.
Yeah.
Do you okay, this is a great question. Because we know there's always 4 housewives, right? Every season, there's always, like, 4 housewives. Do you think if I was on a show on Traitors and I'm with 4 housewives that they'll be like, "Bitch, he's a traitor because
Oh, yeah, you're going first, babe. You'll be I know this is your first time watching, but the reason they brought back
Yeah,
Dorinda is because they got Dorinda's ass out so fast last time, you would be, like, record time. They'd be like, "Yeah, we're getting."
because they know you're gonna be talking to the girls, like, you're gonna know
Yeah,
something.
you're gonna know
You know
something. People are
something.
gonna tell that yeah, I did get the tap, but don't worry, I got you. Like,
Yeah.
you're gonna be a favorite or, maybe a foe.
I feel like it's 50-50. I'm either gonna be, like, the favorite because 'cause they're gonna be like, "He's so sweet, he's so nice, he's so funny," and I think the other girls will be like, "That motherfucker is messy." Like,
That first night,
"Yo"
you gonna go in there, you gonna see a card on the on the chair.
Get his ass out of here
Excellent.
ASAP.
Immediately. Well, okay, we have had such joy just talking with you about your shows, your past shows and current shows, white people's business and black people's business, and just everything that you have given us in general. Thank you so much for like talking with us. The last thing that we want to do, obviously, throughout the show, we have been promoting different things that you're doing, but you're also going on tour with the Nene Leaks. I mean, we also talked about how you have the new spinoff of Bell Collective with Miss Stormy Steele, Bell Collective Birmingham. What can you tell us about, I mean, anything with anything that's a little bit exclusive for the
Yeah.
Bravo Wear Black listeners?
Okay, so the original Bell Collective is coming back Friday, February 13th, 8 o'clock 7 Central on OWN, and we have a lot of episodes. The girls read
Finally, sorry.
no, no, it's okay, it's okay. I'm used to it because I get
And don't
blamed.
split them in half either. Sorry. No, go. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I just have a lot of
Like I
requests.
said, I get blamed for everything that have not that I have no control over. But what I will say is we have a lot more episodes this season, and you're gonna be pleasantly surprised by a lot of relationships that, you know,
Oof.
More surprising when
I
that
don't
went.
know, I'm kinda scared now.
that shifts around.
Okay.
I'm
Okay?
so excited. And
That's
what
Bill
can we
Collective
expect
section.
about Birmingham?
So with Birmingham starring Stormy Steele, um, the beautiful thing about Birmingham is it's completely different than Jackson, right? So Bell Collective, Jackson, right? We all know those girls. The Birmingham girls are the complete opposite in a very special way. And Stormy is such a great personality that you're going to see Stormy gag the girls.
Okay,
Oh my god. That's what's up.
I could see that.
This
I
is Stormy and Destiny. That's what's up. That's what's up.
That's
So,
what's up.
no, you're gonna see, and it's funny because all the girls are sort of like trying to like collect, right? And baby,
I just
Stormy
want
gets
to hear this is a sisterhood. As soon as someone says that, I'm just like, I'm
yeah,
locked
Jennifer
in.
Williams.
Mhm.
So no,
Locked.
you're gonna see a lot of great stuff. Yes.
I'm so
And,
excited.
Nene, Lisa, and I on tour. We are in Raleigh, North Carolina, February 24th. It's a Tuesday. We have a meet and greet, so get your tickets. And we are in Nashville on February 26th.
Perfect.
Carlos, where do you have the time? Like,
Yeah.
I know
where
it's
does the
funny.
time go?
You know what? I can't even lie to you. I don't know myself. There's days I'm like, I just want a break. But what I will say is, and you two know this, when you love what you do, it doesn't feel like work so much. The time spent doing what you love means so much when you're trying to like just make your mark and make things happen. So, having shit chat with LisaRaye, Monday Night Live with Dustin, Claudia, and Blue, my one-on-one interviews that I drop every other week. Um,
Traitors recaps.
like Traitors recap with Dustin on Patreon, Married to Medicine recaps with Dr. Heavily on Patreon, and then, producing the shows. Listen, I get it. It's a lot. And trust me, it oftentimes feels that way too, but I love it. And, I just want to make my mark.
I mean, you mean make more of a mark because I'm like, it's
Yes.
just ridiculous here. Thank you so much for spending time with us, obviously giving us your time, running overtime, answering the messy questions, being a
Yes.
great sport. And we love you and we really like just appreciate you for what you've done in reality TV, but just for Black people as a collective in general. Like we look up to you so much. So this is like a dream actualized. Happy Black History Month. And the people
Yes.
will be tuning in because I will be putting Carlos's just website so you can sign up for that Patreon mainly and get your merch mainly. Send us a t-shirt.
Yeah.
And maybe make some comments, try to change Carlos's mind about, maybe the 20-year anniversary of Bravo. I don't know. But thank you guys so much for listening. Thank you for being a guest and we love you and we will be back. Bye.
Yes.
I love you guys too. Thank you.